Hello everyone, my name is Derpy Guinea and welcome back to another video. Pop-Tarts. You may love them, you may hate them, but I'm sure we can all agree that there's way too many flavors of them and they need to calm the heck down. I was a Pop-Tart fiend back then as a kid. I even emailed Kellogg's to bring a certain flavor back, which I'll get more into later. But as a used-to-be lover of Pop-Tarts, it only makes sense to rank all, definitely not all, but it sounds cooler if I say that, the flavors they have to offer. I was looking through all the Pop-Tart lists already created and thinking to myself, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna make one. Yeah, so I kinda made my own. So with my list, I did make some changes. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the older discontinued ones I never had before. So to save you the boredom of me putting everything in a haven't tried tier, I'm simply not going to add all of them to the list. So my apologies to all you French Toast or Dunkin' Pop-Tart fans. I never even knew those existed. My list includes all the main or official Pop-Tarts that are here to stay, the discontinued ones I remember seeing or had before, and the newest flavors up to date. I won't be including character-themed pastries as most of those have the same flavor. If there are any new ones I've missed, which there most likely will be, I apologize and hey, I tried my best. So for the tiers themselves, I categorized them as follows. The highest being the icons, my all-around favorites I can eat at any time of the day and I'll never get tired of. I really enjoyed them, but they don't quite have the it factor. Mid. These are really for the basic flavors. They're not amazing, but they're not bad either. Gross. These are for all the flavors I could not eat because they were way too gross. Never had. Of course there are flavors I've never tried before, but that doesn't mean I'm not willing to try them. So if there is a flavor I haven't had but looked or sound good, I'll put them in here. Never had, never will. Pretty self-explanatory for this one. Never had it before, but if it sounds gross or doesn't interest me, it goes in here. As you already know, this is an opinion-based list. You don't have to agree with any of my choices, and you are not obligated to. I ask if you do disagree with me on any of my choices, please be cordial in the comments. Don't need anyone crashing out over Pop-Tarts of all things. Very, very long intro out of the way. Let's finally get right into the video. Apple Strudel. Starting off with a banger. I remember this one tasting pretty good. It did skimp out on the frosting though, which I hated. I wasn't too big on heating up my Pop-Tarts, but I used to for this one because, I don't know, I guess it just made sense to. Strawberry. Ah yes, the main of the core four. The star of them all. Some might even say it's the most iconic flavor. But for me, it's pretty mid. Never really cared for it, but it's okay every once in a while. Peach Cobbler. Okay, as stupid as this may sound, it was way too peachy.
You don't say!
I don't know, I expected notes of cinnamon and maybe more of a buttery crust type flavor, like the real thing. But I just got artificial peach and basic Pop-Tart crust. Gross. Brown sugar. Out of the core four flavors, I actually thoroughly enjoy this one. It may only be because this one and the strawberry one were the only two flavors we had in high school, but yeah, I would always grab this one. The Unfrosteds. Gross, gross, get them out of here. It's not a real Pop-Tart if it isn't frosted. Ugh. Cookies and cream. It's okay, and it's only okay to me because the cream saves it. I'm not a big fan on the chocolate crust on Pop-Tarts. It never tasted right to me. It tastes like a stale off-brand Oreo, and it always threw me off. The cream works well with the crust to a point where I can eat it, but I wouldn't finish the full box if I had them today. Confetti Cupcake. I am a big confetti or birthday cake flavor girly. I pretty much love anything that's that flavor unless it's unbearably sweet. And this one I still adore to this day. It's just the amount of sweetness I need, it always looks fun and colorful, and it tastes just like a cupcake. It's perfect through and through. First icon. Crush. I remember them advertising these ones to death and never wanting to try them because it just sounds like an instant sugar overload. Looking at it now as an adult, I'm still good off trying this. A&W. Another one of those pop flavors they advertised to death back then. I'm not a root beer fan unless I drink a root beer float, and I only drink those once every 3 years, so yeah, no thanks. Chocolate strawberry. This one was pretty good from what I could remember. For once, I actually remember liking the chocolate crust because it went really well with the strawberry. Wild berry. As much as I want to call this the backup flavor if any of my other favorites weren't on shelves, this one deserves to be an icon as well. It was always there when I needed it, and it tastes really good. That's worth a lot in my book. Cherry. Me and cherry flavored things don't go well, like, at all. Everything cherry tastes like medicine, and medicine and I also don't go well together. Or at least the liquid kind. So let's just kindly move this one over here and not speak on it again. Thank you. Chocolate chip pancakes. This is a newer flavor I had before this video, strictly out of curiosity. And I can confidently say, this one wasn't too bad. It suggested on the box it tastes better warm, and they weren't wrong. That's probably the only way I'd be able to eat it. Cookie dough. I don't like cookie dough things. No surprise, I never liked this one. Blue raspberry. Just as my love is birthday cake flavored things blossomed, so did my love for blue raspberry flavored things. Blue anything wouldn't pass me without me trying it first. I even used to believe blue raspberries were a real fruit back then. Oh, the joys of being an innocent, gullible child. I remember when these came out and I had to go on a goose chase looking for them. But when I did finally get my hands on them, they did not disappoint. And even though they probably had no real actual raspberry flavoring to them, I still loved them nonetheless. Banana bread. I hate real bananas, but the artificial flavoring isn't bad. I know, I'm very backwards with that. But I'd give it a try if it's still out there. Chocolate fudge. The chocolate crust part never tasted good to me. Added with the cheap tasting chocolate filling, this one wasn't the greatest. I really didn't like this one. Cinnamon roll. This was another one that just made sense to warm up. It's a cinnamon roll after all. No one wants a cold cinnamon roll. Crisp apple. Pretty much a revamped version of an apple strudel, but fully frosted. Also super yummy and super discontinued. Boo. Eggo. Ew, this one was so bad. I can't describe what they tried to do with the actual waffle flavoring because it reminded me nothing of a waffle. And it had very little syrupy flavor. It was like the waffle part overpowered everything. Plus the color of it was way too bright and reminded me more of a mustard pastry rather than an Eggo waffle. Small side note here, but do y'all call it Eggo or Eggo? Apparently I'm saying it very wrong. Fruit Loops. Hey, here's an idea. Let's collab with one of our cereals and turn our pastry into even more of a processed breakfast treat for children. Oh my god, Jerry, you're a genius! This is the greatest idea since sliced bread! Cereal flavored Poptart? Yeah, no thanks. It never looked good to me. Blueberry. Can't go wrong with blueberry. Not my first choice, but not my last either. Perfectly mid. Gingerbread. Never cared for anything gingerbread, don't have to try this one. Boston cream. Not my first hot take in this video, but Boston cream donuts are major disappointments. They shouldn't even be a part of the filled donut family, they're that boring. The cream isn't flavorful at all, it's just a plain custard made with zero love. And because the real one isn't made with love, there's automatically no love made into this Pop-Tart. Logic be damned, my stance is final. Hot fudge sundae. Oh lord, I don't even remember what this one tasted like. I didn't get this one too much, but I'm sure it wasn't the worst out there, so I'll put it in mid. A low mid, though. Apple Jacks. Hey, here's an idea. Let's collab, wait. We heard this one before. Cereal flavor? No thanks. Hot cocoa. False advertisement. I gave this one a chance because I thought it had real marshmallow in it. I even heated it up expecting to get a marshmallow gooey surprise. But I was sadly deceived. Thinking about it now, I really should have known better. I don't think real marshmallow would have lasted very long in that crust. Raspberry. It's really good and I like it and all, but it just wasn't blue. Apple fritter. I feel like since I had the apple strudel and crisp apple flavor, I'm not really missing out on this one much. But if it's still in a store or something, I'd try it just to see how it tastes. Lemon blueberry crumble. I actually took the effort into grabbing some flavors I haven't had before, just for this video. And I have to say, I actually really like this flavor. It doesn't remind me of anything of a crumble, but the blueberry and lemon go really, really good together. Jolly Rancher Pop-Tarts. These are going to be ranked back to back because I haven't tried any of them. I remember the commercials and seeing at least the apple ones in stores, but I only really ate one flavor of Jolly Rancher, which I'm sure you can guess which one that one was. And since I didn't make that flavor, I really had no interest in getting them. Same now. Thin Mints. So, for some reason, with both the Girl Scout flavors, all the stores I went to only had big boxes of them. So to save the effort of having even more Pop-Tarts stuck in the pantry, I picked just one flavor, which were the Thin Mints right here. And these were nasty. The crust was bad, of course, and the chocolate mint flavor was way too artificial. My dad suggested to heat it up, and it did taste slightly better warm, but I still wouldn't buy it again. It was really gross. Coconut Girl Scouts. The Thin Mints weren't good, so I'm sure this one wouldn't have been much better. I don't have to try this one. S'mores. I'm not too big on s'mores flavored things because they almost always just taste like graham cracker. No exceptions here either. And it might just be because I never heated this one up. It's a s'mores. S'mores are supposed to be hot, right? I don't know, it could just be because I'm eating this one wrong. Lemon cream pie. I'm interested in this flavor simply because I want to know how tart this thing actually is. I don't like key lime pie because it always makes the sides of my jaw clench and not feel good. I know this is a whole different pie, but it's still citrusy, so it might have the same effect. I don't know. I'm curious of it though. Strawberry milkshake. Remember when I said in the beginning of the video that I emailed Kellogg's for them to bring a certain flavor of Pop-Tart back? Well, this is the one right here. I practically begged them to bring it back. I think they even emailed me back too. But this was well over 7 years ago, so I don't have the email for proof or anything, so you'll just have to take my word for it. It happened. But when they finally did bring it back, my big bag self was over the moon. Y'all don't understand how great this Pop-Tart is. Strawberry milkshake deserves the world. No, the universe. I used to say how this Pop-Tart will be on my future wedding cake, and no joke, that idea has not completely gone away. Okay, enough of the glazing. You already know where this is going. PB&J strawberry. My choice of jelly will always be strawberry. No grape, no marmalade, no raspberry, but only because of the seeds. Just strawberry. I'd give it a try if it still existed. Chocolate PB. This one looks interesting, I guess. I think I seen it on the shelves growing up, but there was always a better looking tart. I'd try it now if it still existed, I guess. Red Velvet Cupcake. I remember it having a weird crust taste, but the filling was decent. Mid at best. Pumpkin pie. Hot take here, I don't like pumpkin pie. I know, please don't hunt me down. Since I don't like the real thing, I doubt this one will be any good to me. Once again, I'm sorry. Chocolate chip. Not much to say about this one. It needs more icing on it for sure, but it's not terrible. Snickerdoodle. I feel like the cookie flavored tarts are too dry, and this one looks like it'd be extremely dry. I wouldn't mind testing it out though. Splits. I'm so sad this one's discontinued because I always wanted to try these. I think they had like 3 other flavors you could try, and I didn't get a single one. Ugh, I'm like so mad I never got to try any of them. Sugar cookie. Another new flavor I tried recently. The flavor itself tastes like a sugar cookie and is pretty good. But this one too falls victim to all the cookie tarts being insanely dry. It's like almost unbearably dry.
Dry. Real dry.
I'll put it in mid. I would try it again, but I definitely need a drink on deck for it. Maple bacon. Remember when Denny's had that weird bacon craze thing with the bacon pancakes and maple bacon milkshake? Yeah, that atrocity. That's exactly what this reminds me of. And it's gonna be a no for me, dog. That's disgusting. Grape. Only gonna say this once. Artificial grape is a disgrace to mankind. No artificial grape juice, candy, popsicles, nothing. It all tastes awful. And don't even think about getting me anywhere near grape medicine. It's just as bad as cherry. I feel like I already mentioned this earlier in the video, but I cannot stand liquid medicine. And grape medicine is right up there with bubblegum and cherry. I'd rather suffer any sickness I'm going through than to put that in my mouth. Same for this tart. Get it out of here. Vanilla milkshake. This one was okay, but not as good as the icon over here. Watermelon. This one screams artificial sugar crash. I don't need to try this. Plus, I'm allergic to watermelon. I mean, I know artificial watermelon isn't going to do anything to me, but still, no thanks. Guava mango. Another artificial sugar overload, but this one looks way better than the watermelon. I try it only because these fruits are kinda exotic, at least for a Poptart flavor, so I'm curious. Could use more icing though. So here is the finished and full tier list. Like I said in the beginning, there are just way too many discontinued flavors. It would have been way too much to hunt down for every single tart, especially if I haven't tried every single one of them. So I did the best I could. If you do want to try this list yourself, I will put the link down in the description box. If you stayed all the way to this point, yours truly has an announcement to make. Derpy officially has a TikTok now. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, I should have a few videos posted already. I'll be pretty much posting shorts and series on anything that comes to mind, just like this channel. So if you can give that a little follow, that would be greatly appreciated too. If you stayed all the way to the very end, I thank y'all so much. It was a lot getting this video out along with everything else, and I appreciate the patience. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and until the next video, Derpy out.